speak out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables.
And be conversant in dark parables, meaning that he will understand the saying. You can give me that scripture when Yahweh said that this when the disciples said that, why speak to them in parables? Bring that out to back that on. Bring that out to back it up.
Let's pull up this one out of official.
Yeah. Bring that out to back it up.
Doing it?
I think it's Matthew 13 or something like that, if I'm mistaken. Or 10 or 15, something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good.
But because, yeah,
13 and 10, eh?
because when you go into the book of Proverbs, he said to understand a proverb and its dark saying. Now the dark saying goes back into the mysterious saying. It is hid from the wise and prudent, but revealed unto what? Babes and suckling. To the the one that they call the simple-minded. You understand? Yeah. Yeah, we were one simple-minded Negroes, and all of a sudden the Lord take me and change me around. Now we become scholars in the land. Today's scholars can't even test you with the Bible. Because why? Our mind is being occupied in what? Prophecy. Go ahead.
Part of bricks here. That's how they keep your hand on it now.
Right.
Yeah, right there. Let's keep your hand to keep it still.
You know, that's a beautiful thing you just said there. Go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 10.
Yeah, man.
Verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Yeah, the disciples came up to Yahweh and said, why speakest thou unto them in what? In parables.
We are just in this. We don't adjust. To go down. Down? Down like this?
He said, because it is given unto you. Who is
or down back this way.
Place it in. Elect.
Say it, please, Kahan.
Elect. Because
elect.
It's only at the end of the days when you elect that right, it's only the elect which goes back to Howard 1 and Howard favorite scripture, Revelation 14.
You see, that is the spirit, because that's what I have in my mind. So that I know the spirit will kill all the brothers. Go ahead.
But you know, who knows
Bring it out. It's grateful. Yeah, go ahead.
But to them it is not given.
But to them it is what?
Not given.
Who is it them? Them is the others on the outside who have the spirit have been drawn unto the Father. The non-elect, the 2/3. We will call them the 2/3. Right? The spirit hasn't joined the scripture. Said no man cometh to the Father and let the spirit join you. And if the spirit can join you, then you are not part of this thing. And you might never be part of this thing.
So
bring it out, huh?
You do him?
Start from Revelation 40 verse 1. Start from verse 1.
So Revelation chapter 40 verse 1. And I looked,
and keep your hand here to keep it stable.
On the Mount
Mount
Zion.
Now the land we know is Yahweh Shai. We have a lot of Israelite groups today within denying Yahweh Shai. Of lately, Apostle Gaba going into a lot of things, and we're finding out a lot of Israelite groups who have the name Israel on them, denying the very Lord that redeemed Israel. Read that.
So, Revelation 14 verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000.
The 144,000 are men. Are men filled with the Holy Spirit. Men filled with the knowledge of God. Men who understand the dark parables. Can?
Having his father's name written in their forehead.
Having their father's name written in their forehead. Their forehead represent what? The spirit. In the spirit. That is why our spirit could only confess Yahweh Ba'al Yahweh Shai and none else. Whether?
And I
hold on. Let's
so because what that going back to, it goes right back to Ezekiel 9 and 4.
Can.
You know, where the Lord tell what the angel, which was actually Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That what? Go into the city, alright, and one smite and whatnot, who don't have the mark, you know, go into the city set a mark upon the men that sigh and that cry and what have you, you know, but the others who don't have the mark, alright, still actually old, young, maid, little children, women, you know, so it all linking. Yeah, it all linking. Right? So like it linking to this. We have a mark of the Lord exempt from judgment, but they're going to receive this mark, which is the mark of judgment. Well,
so, and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, And as the voice of a great thunder.
And a voice of a great what?
Thunder.
Go ahead.
And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their lips, with their harps.
Now, we are the harpers, and what is the harp? What is the harp? The Bible. The Bible is the harp. That is the musical instrument. How we stringing the harp? By prophecies going into scriptures, man. That you're stringing the harp. Go ahead.
And they sung as it was a new song.
And they sung as it was what?
New song.
As if it was a new song. But remember, that song was already written in here. That's why the scripture says you bring all things to remember on. Because you once knew it.
And I say as it was a new song, because it's not really a new song. Even when Yahweh Shai was reading in the temple, they say, but what new doctrine is this? Understand? Right? They say, and the song as it were a new song before the throne, and before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but 140 and 4,000.
So that is why Priest Kahan read in Matthew 13. This brother Kyle. That is why the brother just read. They came up to Yahweh Shai and say, why speakest thou with them to them in parable? And Yahweh Shai said, because it is given to you to know the mysteries, but to them it wasn't given. That is why read that part over again when you read it that time.
Say, Revelation 14 and 3.
Well,
say, and they sung as it was a new song before the throne.
Well,
and before the 4 beasts
well,
and the elders, and no man could learn that song.
No man could learn that song. No man could understand that parable. But the men alone. But the 144,000 men. Can?
Which were redeemed from the earth.
You have a precept, bring out a precept.
It's the book of Amos chapter 3 verse 7.
Where?
It says, surely Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai will do nothing but reveal the secrets unto the servants, the prophets.
So that's why the prophets and the Lord will know the parable. But to the world, it's a mysterious something. They know it, they can't catch it. That's why they remain in darkness, hoping that the government will help them out. You have to bring it out.
Romans 11 and verse 7.
When?
Say, what then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for.
When?
But the election.
But the what?
But the election.
But the election goes into the elect. The elect, well,
had obtained it.
But the election or the elect had obtained it, well.
And the rest were blinded.
And the rest was what?
Was blinded.
And the rest of them was blinded. They continuing in the slumber, sleeping up to this day. And the Lord purposely put the spirit of sleep on them, so like here. And the Lord purposely put the spirit of sleep on them, even unto this day. You have something?
Now let's one more line here.
Well,
Romans 11 and 8. According as it is written, the Heavenly Father had given them the spirit of slumber.
You see, brother nigga, don't make this thing up. Well,
done. Eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day.
Unto this day. So they remain sleeping up to this time. Brother.
Can. We understand that some of them took oil with their lamp.
Can.
And some of them didn't take oil. You understand? And up to this day, because they go, there are time coming that they're going to running through the whole earth looking for this oil.
Can.
And they can't find this oil, you understand? Because we farming at the word. Serious farming at the word coming.
Awesome, alright? Alright?
Bring it out.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 8. And I will go straight to the point. I will start from verse 60. Alright? I will start from 59 actually. Alright? For as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will. For as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that men should come to naught.
Right.
But they which he created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them.
Right.
Verse 61. And therefore is my judgment now at hand.
And now therefore his judgment is what?
Is at hand, right?
Right. So 2/3 of our people was unthankful to the Most High, and still remain unthankful. That's why the Lord said, I preserve what? A remnant that will wake up to the understanding of the truth and praise the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, while the rest of the world will remain in darkness.
Verse 62. These things, because you see the thing is, What you have to understand, Ezra was asking a lot of questions, you know. Like even at a point a point where the angel also wants us to pull up on Ezra and let him know, hey, you're asking things where you're not really equipped and not really privy to have knowledge about. You know, I would only reveal things to you on a certain level. So hence the reason why he said to him, you know, the angel, I think it was Uriel,
yeah.
Right? These things have I not shown unto all men, right? All the things, all the prophecies, you know, and why the explanation of why Israel in these torments that they're in and the captivities and all these things, you know, was revealed unto him. So he said again, I read it over again, these things have I not shown unto all men, but unto thee.
But unto what?
But unto thee.
But unto thee. Now Ezra, if you listen, if you understand the scripture carefully, Ezra type in the elect.
Done.
Ezra type in the elect men.
Done.
You understand? That we understand in these things. And then Ezra, the Lord put the Spirit on Ezra to ask a lot of questions that we may be able to have an understanding of what's going on in this time. That's why they can't confound us with the word.
Done.
No matter how they try, they can't.
Alright, so reading over again, he said, these things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee.
But unto what?
Unto thee.
The same thing, you know that the angel talk, and the same thing what Yahweh Shai say, it is given unto you to understand this mystery, but unto them it wasn't given.
And unto thee, and a few like thee.
And a few like thee goes into the 144,000 men.
Done.
They represent a few like thee.
And a few like thee. Alright? Then answered I and said, behold, O Yahweh power, now hast thou shewed me the multitude of the wonders, which is what the prophecies, which thou will begin to do in these last times.
So now the people seeing that things staying up, people looking for answers. But they tell themselves they have a rather seek another way. You cannot go by them men and them, the word of God is offend me in my spirit, because they know the spirit not right. But the scripture, but what did Yahweh Shai say? He said, blessed is they that offended in me. You understand? Because once you start to get offended and start to turn feelings, the Lord done sipping you out already. You ain't ready to deal with this yet.
And that's the other, but that's the other. The scripture says the love reproof. Right. Take it in because it's only good for you, good for your spirit, it's good for you.
Yeah, that's not a correction.
Gone.
When you got instruction, the laws and commandments and back to heritage. You know, so what Israel just want to follow the ways of the heathens. That's why I don't say every of the heathens and children of their ways.
And what did Habakkuk say? Habakkuk says, I will stand upon my watch.
Gone.
And then I will say, and I will set me upon a tower, and I will hear what he has to say when I am reproved.
Gone.
So what the first thing the Lord doing when they come to the truth is reproof in your spirit. You're not going to just come into the truth and just begin to understand things. The Lord will reproof your spirit.
Can like shaping you up.
Can.
As a become a man, I'm one of the Lord.
In Jeremiah 6 and 16, thus says Yahweh power, stand ye in the ways.
Stand in the what?
Stand ye in the ways.
And that's what we're doing. When we're in a rima, sour, wherever we standing in the way. Well,
and see.
We're looking at the people. We're looking at the time we're living in. And when you look at the people and you see how evil and ungodly they're getting, you know what time it is already. You know what time you're living in. You know what hour you're living in.
And ask for the old paths.
And actually what?
For the old paths.
Yeah, we have to keep treading on that old ancient path.
Done. I know for all these people who wondering what's going on now, the state of perplexity that the world in. You know, don't ask for the modern ways, right? Because the modern ways lead to death. You know, but ask for the ancient ways. Right? The ways that your fathers used to walk in. You know? So they say ask for the old paths. Where is the good way?
Where is the what?
The good way.
Where is the good way?
And walk therein.
And walk therein.
And ye shall find rest for your souls.
And ye shall continue there. They're going to have a lot of meat, but here's what the people reply. Go ahead.
Done. But they said, you will not walk therein.
But they said what?
You will not walk therein.
And we see that pain in the face? Yeah. How that guy in Sour take offense in the gospel when it was preaching. I wasn't there, but how we take offense? Because he in the spirit said, I will not walk in that way what you're talking about. So he take offense. What did Yahweh Shai say, blessed is he who is not offended in me?
And by them not...
Yeah, my brother.
And by the thing is, by them not walking therein that is the reason why, like last night, you making wrong.
Yeah.
There is the reason why the whole world is in a crisis mode.
Yeah.
You understand? There is the reason why the whole world is in a crisis mode. The whole world out of course, the whole world, you know, in peril.
Right.
The whole world in doom. You understand? You know, they show how the spirit is. You know, there's the whole situation they are talking about, this whole place, this whole it out of course. Because they don't want again, like last night as I was saying, they don't want follow orders. They don't want to come under order. So by you not so by the elect. So one of the reasons now, by you not by you, as I want to say you, I'm speaking about Israel. Alright, by you Israel not following orders and whatnot and taking the rightful place where you ought to take. Right, which is to be that light. Alright, for the others to follow. Alright. Now you're in this dilapidated state, and somebody does select here. Let's get from a Daniel 4:17.
4:17.
Yeah, I think it's 4:17, Daniel 4:17.
You look at Daniel chapter 4 verse 17, it says this matter
Yes.
is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the Holy One, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whosoever he will, and set it up over it, the basis of men.
Alright, so by we not being in that position where we ought to be, and how about Shemi Ashai, we do set it up the rulership over the spirit, over the basis of men, right? Which is Esau, Edom. And by them being in rulership now, and we not doing what we supposed to do, well, there's what we have now. Put the camera on that there. Put the camera. Don't let that fly by. Don't let that fly by. See the wickedness? See the wickedness? See the crisis that the crisis more than the world is? You understand? Right?
So like yeah, everybody will follow that, nobody will come here and hear the good of God. So what will happen? So when you go back to Ezekiel 37 about the dry bones, right? They that wake up to the truth was the elect, right? And they that stayed out in the world was what? Was what?
Well, them still in a dead state.
Right? So in other words, they are the ones that is condemned by Yahweh Shimi Awashai. Right? Well,
right? So there's the reasons why the same things taking place the way how it is taking place right now. Yeah? Here you have Putin massing over 100,000 troops on the borders of Ukraine. Alright? Then you have Iran. Iran still in a heightened alert. Alright? The military is still in a heightened alert. No more than ever. Alright? Because they know America is going to invade them. They know that. Right? Or will try to ignore with the will. Alright? And all that is going to bring that war down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah. Because already going on. So will invade them because he, no matter how much it's system crashing, no matter how the building on fire, he's still going to try to fight.
Yeah.
He's still going to try to fight no matter what.
The will invade. The will invade Iran. That's why they don't hold it up. They don't hold it. They keep their hand on the arm, on the handle.
Come on. Still
Hand on the handle. Remember, you still have the twist. anyhow to pick up brothers now, but you know, so they sit here.
Somebody give me, let me get into the prophecy. Give Joel chapter 3, verse 9.
And Joel chapter 2.
And Joel chapter 2.
Joel chapter 3, Joel chapter 2.
Somebody hold Jeremiah 50, somebody hold Jeremiah 51. You get into this prophecy.
Bring out the Joel, we are it. Yeah, bring it out, start from 9.
Book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Right?
Break it down for them, please.
Yeah. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Alright, make that proclamation, and this is what we're doing. When they go somebody Babakosha, Yakal. Just hold that, Isaiah 13 and 1. Isaiah 13 and 1. Bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 15 and verse 1.
Right.
The word is verse 1, which Isaiah and the son of Amos will see. They will not be honor upon the high mountain.
Right? Lift you up a banner upon the high mountain, and this will be you will lift in that banner. Right now we lift in that banner. Alright? Right now we lift in that banner. Go ahead up.
Voice of them, take the hand.
That they what? That they may go into the gates of the nobles. We go into the gates of the nobles. Alright, go ahead.
I have commanded my sacrifice. I have also told my mighty one from my anger.
Right,
So what's the mighty one for his anger? What's the mighty one for his anger? Akim, who's the mighty one for his anger? Read that scripture over again.
I commanded my sacrifice once. I have also told my mighty ones for my anger.
Angels of God. They are the mighty ones for the Lord anger.
Yeah. That's the curse, or is it that all we got to pay for intention? Yeah,
Great. So, you only skip there and everybody listen.
Alright, so read over the Joel.
Book of Joel, chapter 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Alright? Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, which will back up to the Isaiah 15. Alright? Where it speaks about, we going into the gates of the nobles. When we going into the gates of the nobles, we want to lift up that banner. Alright? And let them know what? Continue up.
Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men.
Right? We proclaiming and prophesying that these nations, right, is declaring war against each other. Alright? And the waking of the mighty men. Alright? They ain't just preparing the regular infantrymen. Alright? The different special forces and what have you. You know? Babylon raising up, Babylon preparing the Navy SEAL, the Marine Recall, the Marine Raiders, whatnot, so forth, the Green Beret, all these things, the Russians and the Spetsnaz and what have you, the Iranians, they're preparing the Quds Force. You understand what's going on?
Because when you go to the NLT, it's the best warriors.
It's right.
So you don't know the organizing, the best equipment, the best warriors, the best tankers, the latest advanced technology coming out.
the super soldiers and the high spirit.
This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16. Say, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
Who is the smith that bloweth the coals? The scientists and them. Well,
and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
And bringeth forth a what?
Instrument for his work.
Well,
and I have created the waster to destroy.
And I have created the waster to what?
Destroy.
To destroy. So those ICBM bombs was made to what? To destroy.
Well, so continue there.
See, let all the Let them come up.
Let them come up. Go ahead. China, North Korea. You understand? Iran. All these men that with nuclear capability, they're beginning to join near. People who was nations that was silent, beginning to talk out now. You understand? And the beast is raging, which is NATO. Where that?
Right. Eat your plowshares in this world,
where that?
and your pruning hopes in despair.
Yeah, right. So wait is that? Guys, these nations, they're no longer spending the GDP on domestic programs and, spend it on the people, Alright? So, social programs and all these things, They can go into that. The bulk of the GDP going towards the military. Yeah, according to the brother, getting the best arsenal of high-tech weapons. Alright? Whether it be armor carriers, whether it be naval carriers, fighter jets, and missiles, the best of missiles, you name it, the best of rifles, these things. Alright? These people is heavily, these nations are heavily invested in right now at the moment. Alright? Big contracting deals like we was talking about down in Sawa the other day, Right now the military industrial complex is at a high boom right now. Like long time when Manning was in power, you had the construction boom. Well, right now you're having the military contract, the military industrial complex boom right now. With these contractors making serious money. To Australia. I don't know, well actually, Australia sell, but France was going to sell their own to Australia, but Babylon undermined them, and Australia ended up buying the submarine from Babylon. You understand? These are the things. These are the things that are going on. These are the things that we've been telling you guys about, and you all don't want to hear. Alright? But go ahead, continue.
So let the weak say I am strong.
Yeah, let the weak say I am strong. Back then, India was not armed power nation. Yeah, Pakistan also. Alright. North Korea. But what they do again, the people invested, man. So now the playing field comes what? It comes level. Yeah, brother.
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen.
All ye heathen. Go ahead.
And gather yourselves together round about.
Go ahead.
Hither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, on their power. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, let them be wakened. Let them come back into that war spirit. Alright, in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yeah. Alright? Because this is the situation here. This thing was leading up with Ukraine and Russia. As me and the Russian man characters and the Assad did the other day. It's not the end all be all of wars. That's why when they go back to Matthew 24, we say what they would hear about wars and rumors of wars. Yeah. Alright, so this alright, but at the end it is not still at the end. That's roughly far.
But the end is not yet.
The end is not yet. Alright? So today, tomorrow, Russia invades Ukraine. It's still not the end. Alright? Because it's still at the MOTB to come about on the scene. Alright? But the end of the war, one of all wars, is going to take place in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which will be in that desert there, that persistent desert in Saudi Arabia. Because it speaks about it in Joel 2, which we will be getting shortly.
That is why the scripture says, wake up, you mighty men.
Right?
That's why the Lord stayed them at war, because they all had to end up.
Right here. That is going to be the mother of all wars. Days where World War III,
is really going to come to its all mass up. You understand? Yeah, these people really come to its climax. And of course, if you, and if you don't understand this truth, you're going to be put to death. You're going to be put to death. Via by the MOTB or martial law kicking down your door, but you're going to be put to death. You're going to be put to death. Say what you have to say.
I was going to say that because when you go back to Jehoshaphat and all the nations come and taking our homes and bringing our final battle on the earth, we know that it's the end of all because they're going to start shooting their nuclear missiles to Babylon. And then when the Lord is going to send the chariots to come and deliver, go back in the Revelation 18. You understand?
Come up head down.
Come up head down. You know, so...
You know, as a person say it's going to be so close. He said just before America blow is where the deliverance will come.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, hey, and the culture...
Everybody say if you righteous, yes, be saved.
Hey, and it's so spiritual because the bomb could... Hey, let us show you how... Because at the time I went, I was telling them about the Burra, and I was telling Brett brother that, you know, like, when the Lord kept me in the vision, I was on a boat working, and like, everything in the boat slowed down, like, it paused. And I won for like 20 to 15 minutes. And when I come back from the because you don't set my show, my whole stuff back and I remember nearly all. I remember I won one line. I can't remember one line, like one little small vision. So you don't take away all lines, but you don't tell me one thing my brother. So I was my brother and let them give them a comment. You know, so that's how we're going to have people where one shoot down. You know, when it's I see them jumping. It's like the whole world going to pause, and then when the spiritual realm is coming to check into the physical realm, and then when the chariot is going to come full, because I see a chariot out the sea, it's like I said a ball so big. See, you don't see that there? I said, but I see sort of it. I said, they'll catch a different ready, boy. I said, can you get a speed? Can you get a twinkle of my eye? Chariot's going to have a twinkle of my eye, disappear. So now this big chariot is going to come down to the deliver the men of the Lord. You know?
This is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 14. Right? It says, put yourself. I'll go from 9 and then I'll jump on to 14. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon and assemble a great nation from the north country.
From the what?
From the north country.
The north country that going back into Russia. And all they are coming out from that.
Yeah, Russia and she allies.
Yeah.
Russia and she allies.
And who she allied with China?
Iran.
Exactly.
You know.
And all these countries coming into battle. And NATO and NATO will break up. Why? Because all they that was allied with America will be inside of America. That's how dread this thing will be.
Because they go realize that they are not inside.
Not only that too, they'll realize that even though America is the military might, they'll realize how the secret there is. Because right now they be trained. Any other country or ally that they can get to be trained to gain, they will do it.
It's lucky because that's exactly what it was made clear during what happened in Afghanistan. So America just pulled out. She didn't care about the rest of the allies, France and Germany. All of them had invested investments into Afghanistan. And guess what? They'll lose it. Because the Taliban come back and take control. Yeah. So you know, based on that now, what they basically doing now is that now they've beaten up their security. They're no longer going to be dependent upon Babylon the Great. You know, you see a lot of them talk about they want to invest their money in the GDP now, as brother was saying, into arms now.
And even the Ukraine president, he was saying they no longer had trust in America, right? Because here they have Russian and Vladimir Putin, you know, dropping soldiers on their borders, and up to now, well, it's only recently America sent a couple of troops. But before they were saying they had no trust in them.
Yeah.
Because here they have Russian soldiers on their borders, and America haven't stepped in that.
That's all, you know what I want to do? Troy now, the people of Ukraine. It's Instead of them bringing soldiers, they were watching that. They were because they don't like with the America, they want to help me. They're pulling all the people and I'm like, they know that people are going to destroy.
But the reason why America sent soldiers is so that it wouldn't look like
that camouflage. It's not 8,000. You know, minor numbers.
America sent, I believe it's
40,000. America said. That's small amount. Yeah,
but we finished with each other, yeah. You're more than you want. I'm more to on that road. You have to put more on that road.
Yeah, go ahead, continue.
Well. Yeah. Yeah.
Put ye in the sickle.
Put ye what?
Put ye in the sickle. For the harvest is ripe.
For the harvest is ripe. Alright? Time.
You know that go back into John 9 and measure the only time diligence.
Time. Everything is about time. Everything has to take place in its particular time.
Yeah. That's why Habakkuk say, so like as you saying that, you know, come into the spirit right, you Habakkuk say, he said, do it, sorry, wait for it. So everything had to fall in its particular time.
Alright?
But we need to be at the end, huh?
Right. So put in the sickle for the harvest is right. Time is right. And this is what it's all about, you know. Everything reaches climax for your harvest and your shy to start to bring to the end all be all judgment.
Yeah.
Alright, continue up.
For the harvest is ripe.
For the what?
For the harvest is ripe.
For the harvest is ripe. When?
Get you done. For the press is full.
For the press is full. The earth is full of consent. The press is full. But what is in the press? The press represents the church. When you go back to Isaiah, who is this monster started to say, 21 first and road, and of the people now the press is full. In other words, the sin of the people you can't hide. That is full up, it's full of now. Overflowing. All it takes now is the Lord to come and destroy them. And he will. Bible says the Holy cometh with fire. Read that.
The fats overflow.
The fats what?
The fats overflow.
Yeah, the fats full of with sin and wickedness. Well,
for their wickedness is great.
Hey, brother nigga didn't make that up, right? For their what?
Their wickedness is great.
For their wickedness is great. It pollutes it. It exceeds the earth. It's so stenchful now. The Lord can't take it no more. So that's why all things is beginning to fall into place now. And as Chris can say, everything will at the right time it will start to take off. We just have to stay on guard. What job has the watchman to do? To stay on guard, stay alert. Because you know not when your Lord do come. Where?
Multitudes in the valley of decision.
Break it down.
Multitudes of soldiers. Right? And next big factor that brothers have to watch out too. Not only these respective armies of these nations, but also these so-called terror groups. Your Hezbollah, your Al-Qaeda, your Taliban, your Al-Shabaab, your Boko Haram. All these militant groups, because the right or wrong there, the right or wrong. Alright? And all these militant groups, they're heavily armed. Right? And don't get it twisted too. They is going to get their hands on nuclear armament. It mightn't be a full-fledged nuclear missile or whatnot, but they might to launch. But they can be able to get their hands on the warheads itself.
Look what happened with the Taliban.
Right?
Case in point.
Right?
In Afghanistan.
Right? They can get their hands on the warheads itself. Alright? Look Iran. The supreme leader Iran. We tell Babylon, don't get twisted, we already have people implanted in Babylon. at a ready's notice. Alright? So these men could have these men are only they could be also armed with suitcase nuclear bombs.
But this is where they show you when you look at movies like Olympus has fallen and they start to blow up America from the inside out.
You understand?
So this is how the Lord, as a priest can say, this is how the Lord going to judge America. How he's going to judge she? You understand? From the outside and from the inside.
The Lord is known by his judgment.
So what up? So he said what? Multitudes. But this dealing with the valley of Jehoshaphat, you know, where you have about Shemi and Shai, there are all these, and you know what that multitude remind you? Go and read it's in Chronicles. I can't remember the exact scripture in Chronicles, but it's in 2nd Chronicles. When all these armies had gathered, that it was against King Jehoshaphat. Yeah. He was king at that time. When all these armies come against Israel and Jehoshaphat, well, the people was afraid and whatnot. And Jehoshaphat fasted and prayed until Yahweh and Shai and whatnot. And Yahweh and Shai let him know, well, hey, don't worry, everything is all good. I have your back. According to Brother Yerushalayim, have no fear. You know, and what took place? It was the Moabites, it was Ammonites, and it was Esau Edom. 3 armies. And when he was head, he was all of them. All of them to fight against. When the smoke was cleared, not one from any of these armies, from the army of these 3 nations that came up against Israel. Not one of them survived. All of them killed out one another. All.
And they outnumbered Israel.
Yeah, and they outnumbered. But
so with you saying that now, when you go into Joel chapter 3, what did the Lord say? He said, bring them up. He said, I will plead for them, and I'll plead with them for my heritage.
Zephaniah 3 and 8, Babakosha. Zephaniah 3 and 8. To back it up again.
I will plead with them for my what? For my heritage, Israel. So what the Lord causing them to do? Why is this all the nations come together to do what? To what? The Lord
to destroy Israel.
But the Lord causing them what? To fight against one another.
That was the Confederacy.
Yeah.
Psalm 83.
Psalms 83, right?
Yeah.
Zephaniah 3 and 8.
Hey, the Lord, we live to see this thing happening in our time. The Bible says, blessed are your eyes for what they see in this time. Because your forefathers didn't live to see it, but you seen it.
So they wanted to live to see it.
But they didn't. But you seen it.
Because it wasn't for them time to see it. Right? Go ahead.
Book of Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8.
Yeah.
Therefore wait ye upon me.
Did the Lord say what?
Therefore wait ye upon me.
That is why to carry, he is not to come out of the highways and byways with no rifle shot wrong way. Because the weapons of our warfare is not carnal. Right?
But King mighty true,
right? King David said he would not trust in his bow and whatnot so forth. Right? Go on his sword, right? So read it over again, Baba Krishna, then he'll go back to Joel.
Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh.
Go ahead.
Until the day that I rise up to pray.
Go ahead.
For my determination.
For you what?
For my determination.
For his determination, what he determined to do. You know what he eager to do. This is what the Lord eager to do right now. Where?
Is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Come on. You can't get plainer than that. This most high purpose to gather all these nations. So go back to the Joel 3 multitude.
Joel chapter 3 and 14. Multitude, the valley of decision. For the day of Yahweh is there in the valley of decision.
The valley of decision. In the valley of judgment, Yahweh's judgment. And I bring up this home. Yeah, bring it.
This is Zephaniah 1:14. He said, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasten greatly.
And it hasten greatly.
Even the day of the voice of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry bitterly.
Yeah. And this is what going to go on, you know, all you
mighty man shall cry
bitterly. All you generals, all you colonels, your captains, your lieutenants, all of you all. All of you all. Rashula, where is that again going there, boy?
RX2.
Like the RX2?
Like the RX2.
Right now, I mean to be fine, but yeah, but
yeah. Let me read verse 15 here. He said that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, a day of distress, a day of wasteness, and desolation, a day of darkness, gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. A day of what? Clouds and thick darkness. Break it up for them, Brother Ashalam.
Man, clouds, but you talking about a cloud or a cloud, you're talking about them white thing in the sky there. Talking about the chariots, so-called UFOs, right? That they're now admitting that, hey, them thing is real, right? You saw now have no choice but to admit it's real. Because why? You see the chariots daily now, right? People record it.
The reason why they're admitting now that it's real is because the truth is flooded.
And they can't go long time they had no cell phone. You can take a picture, alright, but now everybody had that, everybody has social media. So guess what? You see all these different things popping up on social media with big chariots all over the place. So they can't deny it, right? They can't deny it. Yeah. So now they're revealing it. And they know that more and more will come closer to the end. They're gonna have more and more sightings. Right? So now they're trying to create a narrative. Right? That narrative now is to say that them is aliens.
Yeah, they push this alien type of
Yeah.
They want to come out first and start to say aliens and they're going to cover and say even one part they say we are the aliens was speaking.
Yeah. I'm putting up my video where you talking to a come on man.
Same way you go to Hollywood and make movies. It's a Hollywood family, man.
Yeah.
But when I know you deal with it.
Come on, man.
They hiring priest and pastor now to bring up a religious doctrine now. To show that, hey,
who knows they're going to start to worship this fucking alien.
You say, hey, you understand what?
They are higher than us. They are higher than the most high one.
Anytime they see alien, it's to fight against it.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is the programming that they put in
programming.
So now that we see in these chariot sightings, you know, and it have plenty people that in awe of it. You know, meaning that they're stunned now. Right?
But is the Most High staying up the spirit? Because the scripture say the Lord is a what? A man of war. So he's staying up the spirit for war. He wants war. And war they shall get.
And even plenty two-thirds will help, will even help.
Yeah, because they will be in the military. They will be
I don't mean like in the military, but even normal
yeah. Who will help promote the defiance of these beings coming into the atmosphere and whatnot.
Where does call these people, what does fight for the country?
Patriots.
So these patriots, when they see the battle brewing, and they see the invasion,
let me kill these aliens,
those that had a little rifle tucked down, you pull it out.
Then when they go and get zap. Then when they go and get zap.
You know, as you all bring that up, you know what comes to my mind? The movie Independence Day now. So Esau sent up welcome wagon trainer. Or he say, welcome wagon. We get in an opening here. Echo 1. We get in an opening.
Wow.
and soon as his spaceship open up, that's it. Lick them up on the sky. All you see the president say, pack up, let's go.
Some of them want to go to the bunkers, some of them go and second, they go back to space. Yeah. But they feel that they vehicles now, the Lord giving them a little blind, might let them pass the firmament. We were talking about there, they go let them pass the firmament, but I just say pass the firmament, you go and take them.
Can't, but what they really want to do is to go about because then the scripture say that the heaven will roll like a stone, like they want to go above. So that they will be touched. Yeah, they will be touched by the missiles and whatnot. They will be touched by the nuclear and the fire and the mushroom cloud and all these things.
Okay. The scripture says they go out and they try to go out of space, the Lord will take them down. And if they try to go under the sea, the Bible says he will command the sea serpent to what? To bite them, to destroy them.
But the thing is,
the Lord has things set up all over them.
Man, but what I'm saying, the thing is this, you know. They never even reach the moon as the lions say, right? They never even reach the moon. They never pass the collide. When the belt is falling by, oh gosh, it just over the